Welcome to the Woodshed. My name is Jaguar Wright, and I am sitting here with, I don't know, friend, colleague. We're trying to figure that part out, but she's amazing at everything else. Dr. Sunshine.
Hey, friend and colleague. Thank you so much for having me on this platform.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited to be
Listen to
here.
me. You're a joy, and I enjoy your perspective, and this is the first real intelligent conversation that I've gotten to have about this girl.
Wow. This is a lot to unpack. So let's unpack.
Let's do it.
I've never realized that fucking motherfucker sits right here on this landmark. Makes me think about that building that they put up where Biggie is. It's almost like monuments to the dead. This is where they pulled the surveillance footage. Cameras are weak, and as you can see, there's multiple blind spots. But that gas station across the street that's been there, look at it. Those cameras have a much better angle. Why wouldn't they have pulled those? Why would they pull the ones that are the weakest? With the weakest, look at this. Look at all the obstruction. Now look at the clear line of sight. Now this is the night of the Mike Tyson fight. This entire strip is packed. And on weekends, on fight nights, the strip is packed all night. Yet there was no eyewitnesses. Now, it was said, and for some confirmed, but then questioned again. Good evening. Welcome to the ride. Yes. You know, someone said earlier tonight, what happened to the project? What happened to the Woodshed project? Well, there you go. Ooh, dolphin head silver to the left. I'm trying to tell you, you know, if you ask, you can receive. And all you have to do is get on over there to JAGUARWRIGHT.com and subscribe, and you'll be able to see what we have 5 episodes up now, right?
5.
Yeah, of the Woodshed Project. And it'll be available on Tubi soon. So, you know, look out for that. And shout out to my producer, Wolfgang Amadeus, also known as Daisy.
Oh, Dusty.
No, there's nothing dusty about
No,
you.
I'm gonna take Dusty.
No, I met Dusty. You're not him.
I'm old Dusty. I'm Dusty's Irish man.
Oh!
And shout out to Dusty, but Dusty, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, wait.
Fucking buster. You're fucking buster.
Babe, see, you know, everybody, I think they have a hard time understanding our relationship. I really think that right now, for people that have been around me for a while, in some capacity, whether it be physical or virtual, I think people have adapted to me not having a real partner. And I'm so self-sufficient and I'm so efficient. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to regroup and move on. But the truth is, there's a different flow with me and you. We're 2 sides of the same coin on so many different aspects, and we work really well together.
No. Yeah, exactly. And shout out to Lonzo, because, of course, Lonzo Jag was on Lonzo's show last week. Y'all need to go check him out. Not Without Lonzo. That's my OG. He discovered Dr. Dre and
Michelle A.
and Michelle A. That
That
brother-
story really warmed my heart. Like, it warmed my heart being in that studio and him showing me the room when Michelle A first came to sing for him. This was her before her. This was before you turn off the lights. This was before, oh my God. Yeah.
No, it's a lot of rich history that Lonzo got, and I'm glad I sat down with him. And it don't stop. He considered me, that's like my friend, my brother. I'm like, I'm honored because Lonzo's a good dude.
You to me.
That's why because Lonzo was there when I was going through the first divorce.
Oh.
And Lonzo's
He's been here.
Lonzo's a big homie. So like I said, shout out to Lonzo. Not Without Lonzo NWA. Go check his channel out. Jag did a dope ass interview with
We had a great time.
And like what I was saying is Lonzo was there for me first divorce and second marriage, and I haven't touched back in with him in a while, but I introduced you to. He knew we were working together. You listen to the fucking interview that he did. It's funny.
Put us on blast.
Right. But he knew he was working, and he's like, "Wait, I hear her in the background." And y'all had a dope ass conversation.
I know.
And yeah, we got a lot lined up with him. But yeah, he saw a lot, and he saw us.
Yeah.
And what did you say? He already said what he thought about us. So what did you think of him, and what did you think of me?
I think I love your tribe, just like I love my tribe.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I think about, your true friends and the people who you really cut for, like me, like Westmore Drive.
Oh, yeah.
The best nights of my life is going to be the first time you kicked it in the vibe
Dope.
on Westmore Drive.
dope crew, and we're gonna do more.
Oh,
'Cause
like-
I'm gonna bring Griff through.
I know,
And
it's
we
going to be great.
Yo.
I can't wait to see Griff and Abyss
Oh, man.
get deep.
That's going to be dope.
And shout out to Gemstone Drip. We gotta call him
We got to touch
for
base.
the protection that
'Cause
he
we've
placed
been-
on our neck.
We've been protected. Can't say.
He had listen to me, every gift. And I just got another special gift from over the pond. Shout out to everybody who truly supports. What I think I love and know about us is that for the real people true in our life, I look at how they react to us. But time with mom, say it. She raised you. She knows you. And, just the first time I heard her call me baby, when we came over for dinner, and I'm like, all right, she likes me.
Yeah.
And I like her. But she's a TARS, so that's an easy hookup.
Mm-hmm.
But even you with my cousins in DC at the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
The way everyone just that night with the Brian, with the Gary,
Mm-hmm.
with the Shemaine, and us at the tap house, and oh my God.
Yeah, we got to get back.
And that was right before Pierce. I think that was the last
That was the
moment
night before
we've
Pierce.
had.
Yeah.
That's the last normal night we've had since Pierce. Everything changed after Pierce. Like, we need to do like a video diary of our life after Pierce Morgan.
Right.
Because it's kind of wild. But you know what I love about that moment when I think about it now? I've had some pretty groundbreaking, stellar, viral moments in my life. Good and bad. But of the good, Pierce Morgan probably means more to me than Madison Square Garden. As a young performer, if you make it performing on the Garden stage, you made it. Especially from the East Coast. You make it to the Garden, that's like making it to the Coliseum. or making it to the Staples, or big deal.
Crypto.
Oh, crypto now, my
It's
bad.
crypto.
I'm
Bullshit.
sorry, crypto. Okay, so anyway, crypto sucks. It really, really sucks. But my thing is, what makes that moment so much more special for me is it's like the beginning of a dream fulfilled, a promise, a wish realized. I prayed to the universe once upon a time for a partner that I could not only love, but work with, be purpose with, build a real future with, build a family with, change the world together, travel the world together. And I always said, one of these days I'm going to tour the world again, making music again, making art again. I've been to 1,000 cities in my life. And the one thing that sucks about most of it is none of it was ever done with any of my spouses. Plenty of affairs. Lots of, traveling with coworkers, tour, ensemble. But to have that, my person there, I got to practice that. And look at me. I'm in a relationship with a man that I'm totally in love with, who I respect and admire, who I work very well with. And now I get to see all of those great moments and have all of those great future moments with my buddy partner.
Buddy partner.
Yeah, you're my buddy partner, G. And that's freaking awesome.
Buddy partner.
But I'm starting to realize that for a lot of people, that's making them uncomfortable. It's making them uncomfortable. I don't understand why people feel as though they have right about our relationship. Number one, our relationship is something we public. It stopped. We had reactions. We must. And outcomes to me. This is all God timing. I don't know. What do you think?
No. No, everything is in divine purpose. As far as trolls and their, what do they say? Their input on a relationship. I mean, we're gonna scale back on a lot of that shit because, in all truth, they're mad. It's a lot of jealousy going on. We got to get back to the jealousy aspect. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of jealous individuals out there because they don't got what we got. And I mean, it is what it is. But
not just that. Me being positive, me being happy, me sounding, looking, being this more evolved, happier person that I am. A lot of it has to do with the influence in my day-to-day life. You're the influence in my day-to-day life. And not only that, you fire as fuck at everything that you do. And together, we're a hell of a fucking formidable ass team. We're building this strong little company together, just me and you. And we're building it from the grassroots up. We finally got a real manager. Like, we're building, we're growing, and it's phenomenal for us. But guess what? For the people who have been thriving off of negative content on me, for the people who have been thriving off of disparaging me for clicks and views, for people who've been trying to convince people to not donate to my cause, to not support, to not share content, to not show up to live events online. You know what I mean? For those people who have been thriving on that, me and you are dead. Because you kill every myth. Even now, all they can talk about is, back when Jag was acting a fool in public and doing this and doing that. You know, the one thing you never talked about is the fact that I was being gaslit the entire time. That the reason why I kept turning my cameras on when bad things were happening was because people were infiltrating my life and trying to do me harm. And the safest place for me to be was online. Nobody talks about that, do they, honey?
No, I mean it from what it looks like for the past 4 or 5 years, they have inserted people in your life, like you said, the real life Truman Show.
Yeah.
This is, from what I see with Jag. Have y'all saw the last episode? No, the last season of Black Mirror. Well, not the last season, because the last season is coming up. I can't wait. Black Mirror, I can't wait for that last season. But the season before, where they had Selma Hayek playing.
I stopped after Anthony Mackie turned gay and started having sex with his avatar best friend.
Well, that was just, true life. Let me shut up. Long story short.
I'm so glad Lil Meech played Tupac, because we got stuck with Anthony Mackie's version of it.
Oh no, I'd have beat the producer's ass. The last season 6 of Black Mirror, they had an episode, I think it was Everybody Hates Joan, and it was basically like a Netflix docuseries, and every day this girl, her life was on display.
Wow.
Her life was on display. Now, it wasn't her name, but it was a different name. So the Black Mirror episode, you would look at the Netflix show and you'll click on it, and then it'll be it. She looked at it and she basically was like, oh shit, this is what happened to me yesterday, or this happened to me today. And it was the shit that happened to her because she signed the Netflix agreement, and the Netflix agreement said that they can basically Truman her life. And that episode reminds me of your life.
Huh.
Because they just inserted nefarious characters in your life to
gaslight you for their entertainment and profit.
Yeah. Even so-called lawyers. And we're going to talk about that because I'm producing a documentary that's going to just blow this whole ish out the water. Lawyers, so-called producers, so-called friends, so-called family members, so-called moderators. Yeah, they've all been inserted for a reason. And I'm like the co-star of this shit now, and I'm looking at it like this is crazy. But I'm just documenting right now. That's all I'm doing.
See, the positive reality of my life kills their negative narrative. And they've been living off of the negative narrative. There's no room for them on the other side of this. It's all just it's disappointing when you see how far off in the humanity that we've gone, that people see trolling as a career choice. Because basically all you're doing is being obsessed with another person. What I found really interesting, though, that one of my former moderators, Cog Conscious, said in the confrontation we just had on his channel was that I abandoned my sheep. I'm not Jesus. And I'm definitely not Yeshua. So I might be a descendant. Who knows? Definitely not him. No, I haven't walked on water at all.
Unless they talking about you smoking sherm and you took a walk on sherm.
Oh, Lord. You know what? Please stop. Please stop saying the things that they say, because all they're going to do is take that and use that as a voice clip and say, even he thinks she's on stage.
No, they call me a sherm head. But if they take it, we own the copyrights to this. It's not like they fucking own the fucking verbiage.
Oh, my God. Here.
Fuck 'em.
Here, let me move it this way.
Go. We're good.
No, because you keep trailing. So
okay.
Keep it this way.
Got it. They don't own the verbiage. It's a joke. She don't smoke sherm. I don't smoke sherm. These trolls are relentless when they come to that. Right. Okay. And I'm quitting that. I've been stressing for the past 5 months, and I'm quitting. So, long story short, these trolls are relentless. They have inserted themselves in your life, and they feel that they're supposed to be included in every nook and cranny.
This is the thing. How many celebrities or public figures who grace, private chats that would be considered technically fan clubs and have the kind of access that these people have had to me? I treat them as family. I think they just don't understand that I'm always listening. Danny gave away a few hints. She said a few things. That smoked a good couple of y'all out. But I think the thing that nobody's really paying attention to is I don't believe that all of the trolls came from the same content creator. I believe more than one content creator has had a steady troll in my chat. It's just funny. I keep outsmarting everyone, and people think that they have the ability to try to outsmart me. It's very simple. Me showing up in a moderated chat is a privilege. Simple. It's a privilege. If I choose to come and kick it with y'all for a couple of minutes or for hours, that's a privilege. There's no obligation. Not at all. And for all of you to know and have intimate details of the things that happen in the backdrop, having to move locations for safety, being threatened, the things that y'all have witnessed firsthand. Interesting. To think. Where's the loyalty? So anyway, it's a privilege. At the end of the day, Ayasha Lachey Bay, the natural one, is the head moderator. She runs the chat, but she's my head mod. There's a lot of people that were breaking the rules in the chat. And like every other time, people were voted out. See, we did something a little different this time. We shut down all the chats to cut out all communication and make sure there were no leaks. And then those who had been vetted as worthy Mod Squad took a vote on who was allowed into the new chats that have been operating now for the past 3 weeks. If you are not in those new Mod Squad chats, that means reselection was engaged. If you were reached out to, if you were invited, if you ignored, if you didn't show up, that's you making your choice on where you stand. That's not nobody making that for you. But for anyone to think that I, as the public figure that I am going to subject myself to being interrogated in my own moderator's chat, guess what? You out your fucking mind. How fucking dare you? A bunch of people that I've never seen in person? You think you get to I interrogate people? You don't interrogate me. Question asked, question answered. Anything outside of that is considered examination. Moderators don't get to examine me. Shame on you. for thinking that you could. But as far as disrespectful, disloyal, Kyle, you were told you could sit with whoever you wanted. But we were moving in a different direction. And with the witnesses that we are now starting to work with, we have to make sure there are absolutely no leaks in any information at all whatsoever, not even a slip, which is why we instated new chats. Everyone in those chats are people we're not worried about passing information and have taken the new oath that comes along with that chat. Everyone else from this point forward is to be selected by Ayasha Lachey Bay specifically and then voted in by the rest of the team. That's how it works now. We have to protect our witnesses. We have to protect our victims. Now, if I think I see disloyalty, if I think I see betrayal, why the fuck would I welcome you into the very sensitive work that we're doing? If you're sitting with people and chatting in chats that I think are not healthy for that, if I ask my moderators to stay away from something, then that means I ask my moderators to stay away from something. That doesn't mean I'm going to stay away from it. I can do whatever the fuck I want. How about that? I can go sit with the man on the motherfucking moon and watch him piss in the sun's face. If I choose, I'm that motherfucker. And I've earned the right to be that. But if I ask my moderators to do something, I expect it to be done. If Ayasha enforces that rule, I expect it to be done. The second that people started, I find it funny. When we had that very uncomfortable situation with Ann saying the word niggity, a lot of people in the chat got offended. A lot of people.
Yep.
Who does she think she is? She ain't black. Oh, this bitch is crazy. What was it that you said, Kyle? See, this ain't the first time she done it. You ain't run down on her, Jag. I was like, no, I didn't. But the person who had the right to say something was the person who spoke up, and that was Bridget. And Bridget read her rights. Yes, she did. Did she, babe?
Yep.
Bridget wore Ann out because that wasn't the first time that niglet or niggity had come out of her mouth. And of all of the people that said something, it was Bridget that said it. Ayasha wasn't present. Otherwise, Ayasha would have had something to say about it her damn self. But it was Bridget that stepped forward. For all of this shit that Lenny was talking about and how dare she and she know better, talking about niggity and niglet and all of this, like, they all act real fucking phony when they want to, don't they? Lenny, if you had such a big problem with Ann using the NIG word, why didn't you speak up like Bridget did? And Bridget kept it a buck. Bridget kept it a whole bean. And guess what? And then Kyle said, are we gonna go in? Are we gonna go in and let her know she can't be doing this? And I said, it's all right. It sounds like everybody's uncomfortable. Let's take a vote. And we voted her out. I just didn't remove her from the chat. Y'all didn't know what that vote meant. That vote meant she wasn't moving to the next phase with us. And then it was time for y'all to show y'all loyalty. And you did. You showed your loyalty to bullshit. Because the second that Ann was instructed to no longer talk troll chat in the chats when me and Odell were present, Lenny started bringing bones. She became quite the bone, didn't she? Funny because she was always the first one. Didn't Jag say no talking about trolls in the chat? Man, Ann, why you gotta? Sounds like Ann was y'all scapegoat for a lot of things. And the truth is, she was a better mod than every last one of you.
Yep.
That's the sad part about it. Now, all of y'all said that Ann is Jaguar now. That's what y'all told me. You said you tracked her down on Facebook and she was a man. There have been a few camera slips. Y'all have had things to say about those slips, including you, Kai. So I don't know if Ann is Ann Smith, Ann Jack, or Jack Wynell. I don't know. What I do know, she was a better mod than all of you. Every last one of you. Bridget is irreplaceable and down by law and has become quite the researcher, but her spiritual soundness guarantees her space here. She's got her jersey. Do you? Ayasha Lachey Bay made her first appearance with us at the 5150 show with B. Corey Holcomb and crew. Shout out to Darlene, one of the #1 ladies of West Coast hip hop. I can't wait to get with her again. Ayasha's gonna come with us.
And she's gonna be there for me, show.
Well, yeah, she'll be there for me, Chalet, too. I mean, there are perks that come along with being head mod. But when you're as loyal as Ayasha Lachey Bay, when you're as strong as Ayasha Lachey Bay, when you as cool as Ayasha Lachey Bay, those are all the characteristics that make a great mod, which is why she has all the access. Now, what I will say is there was also a little uncomfortableness in the uncertain chats after the 5150 show, because guess what? We didn't tell none of the mods that we was doing it. Nobody knew. Except for Ayasha Lachey Bay. And guess what? Up until y'all seen us in the car doing the live on the way to the studio, nobody knew. Except for Ayasha Lachey Bay. And guess what? It stayed that way. And that's why Ayasha Lachey Bay was there.
Yep.
We have not had not one leak or gap or breach in informations since we put the new chats together. And now, the witnesses that we'll be working with directly from those chats, we can guarantee that they can come in safe.
Exactly. Let me say something about what you said about spiritual soundness, because you broke it down with Bridget. Shout out to Bridge.
Yeah.
Much love to her.
So
Ayasha as well. Now, Ka, you call yourself Ka consciousness. You need to cut the consciousness, because you're not. I'm gonna tell you this. You need to look at the first Black Panther. Pay attention to what Killmonger did when he became king, and he decided to get rid of the old ways, and he stopped going with the what is that, the little ritual fruit that they had, or the flower, you know. When you cut yourself from the root, you're dead. An old African proverb is, you know, the elders stop it. Boom. All right. The elders for counsel, the youth for fighting, right? And Kai, you're not ready. Like I said, take that consciousness out your name, bro. I was gonna link you up with a few of my babas, a few of my elders, people who sat at the feet of Steve Coakley,
Great.
people who sat at the feet of Amiri Baraka, people who sat at the feet of, you know, one of my OGs, George Frazier, and Leonard Jeffries, and yeah, and I invited you because we had that conversation that I said, you know what, you talked about being disposable, you talked about inconsistencies.
Hold on, pause, baby. Can I just spill the beans? The last live that you were invited to is the last live we did. Siddiqui Bakari was in that chat. We were hoping you were going to be there on the panel because we're about to do a really, really, really important project. Coming up on the 17th of this month. It's going to be groundbreaking. It's going to have some true, conscious trailblazers there. It would have been such an amazing experience for you. But you know what? Before the brothers let anybody in, they like to check people out and make sure they're ready for this ride, because once you've stepped into the boat, ain't no getting out.
Nope.
Ain't no getting out. You gotta be sure about what you're doing. And guess what? People were there watching, waiting for you to show up. We have been talking you up, kid. The only person you let down is yourself. Because to have access to this quality of person, this quality of this league of pristine black individual, you couldn't have better mentorship. Martin Luther King would have wished he could have had mentors like these when he was getting his doctorate. Malcolm X didn't get mentors like these until after he had been to prison. I told you, you were the hope for the future. But you ain't got your mind on your future, kid. At the end of the day, Lene and never had my real phone number. But you do.
Let me land with you.
They had a reason or an excuse why they could say, well, I couldn't call you because I don't have your number. But you did. And we had to call you, me, Ayasha, and Odell all together. And we told you we needed you to step up. We told you we needed you to be more present. We asked you to take some time to think about what your true gift is and what you can really give to this group. So we could put you in a place where you wouldn't be expected to do more than what you can, but instead you went and got Ghost. That was a choice.
Let me land with him, please.
You know what? Yeah, because we're almost done. I just had to say that.
Time with him. We ain't. I'm not spending too much time with you, bro. For the most part, I'm just letting you know you fucked up. I pretty much did speak you up and had you in line with some of the greats, and you could have yourself been a great one. But when I said, hey, check my guy out, you automatically went into shaming. Oh, is he one of these Babalao people? I said, okay, I already know who I'm dealing with.
Because that's troll farm talk.
And I had to
comes from the troll farm.
And I had to let you go. You seriously fucked up. You're not conscious. Take that conscious shit out your name. You're Kakuchi. Just
Oh no, baby, that's what the troll farm calls him.
That's what my spirit said.
No, they call him the
That's what my spirit said. I didn't know the troll farm called him that.
That's what the official King Pedo called him.
You fucked up, bro, because I had you. My elders, my Babalao, the motherfucker you said.
It doesn't matter.
He knows.
No, because what's sad is, today, we had a moment with Dr. Cornell West live on the...
Damn, let me fucking land.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Now, who knows Cornell West? I know Cornell West.
Yeah.
My Babalaos, the ones you call, knows Winnie Mandela's daughter, Malcolm X's daughter. Bro, just give it up, bro. Like, you can't even step into any of this whole whatever, because you're fucked up, and you proved yourself to be a troll. That's all I gotta say, bro. And I'm not gonna spend too much time with you.
It would have been a great interview. You getting to sit down with Cornel West after the election to talk with him about what he experienced running for presidency and none of Black America noticing.
How great
That would
been
have
a
been a
setup.
great moment.
That would have been a great setup.
And guess what? Instead, rather than, you know, showing up like family, you went live like a troll. Wish you all the best.
And if you don't believe it, I'm just saying, go to Sean Atwood's video he just did today with you. And who popped up? Cornel West, right? And Dr. West popped up.
Yeah.
He pulled up on us. We was gonna pull up on him. He pulled up on us. That's it. Enough said, bro.
It's cool. It isn't, because I really had higher hopes. It's a little disappointing, but you know,
Betrayal's a motherfucker.
betrayal is a motherfucker. But you know what though? It makes you double down on your appreciation for real love. So let me give y'all the roll call of who Mod Squad is.
Wait,
officially.
You didn't gotta do that. Why? Why give them? Why?
All right, then let me tell you who it no longer is.
There you go.
It's no longer Brown Diva. It's no longer Lene the Exchange. It's no longer Cultivate with Kai. And apparently it's no longer Ann Smith either. But what I will say is while y'all all sitting around in each other's chats and panels, I think you all owe it to yourselves to have real conversations with you, or with you amongst yourselves, about how you really feel about each other. Lene, Ka, it's time for you to start talking to Ann about the racism and how you feel she's a racist. And why you wanted me to get rid of her and kept questioning why I let her stick around. You know, I don't understand why people use words like integrity and then show so very little. But I tell you one thing, every time a troll has been worried about whether or not they're burned, they always stage some big fight thing.
Yeah.
That comes like a Sputnik out of nowhere, and then boom, there's a problem that's created. When the truth is, the only problem here is your lack of integrity. So, on that note, any final words or thoughts regarding the shift and the evolution in the Mod Squad, which, by the way, I'm loving. I'm loving the new chat, and I'm loving the fact that we have not had an information leak or breach in 3 weeks at all.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say, but I'm gonna just say it like how Suge said back in '95 at the Source Awards. If you got a podcast or you got a YouTube channel and you don't want the trolls all up in the videos, come on, dancing all in the video,
Muting your microphone.
muting your
every
mic
5 seconds.
when you trying to land.
Dropping you down when you saying something profound. That was a bar.
Come to Wolfgang Productions. I got to deal with Spotify and iHeart.
Yeah, you do.
Come. Let's make it work. And see, Kai, that's where you were. That's where we were.
Woulda, shoulda. Woulda, shoulda, and now no longer coulda.
If a
And
nigga
that-
had a fifth, we'd be drunk, right?
Well, you know, it says if we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Okay.
I don't know about that, because Racker Willie sucked down that fifth like it was a Slurpee on a very hot day with no ice. Oh my goodness, you can look, but you better not take. Oh my goodness. You know, I tell you, if there's one thing that I've learned in my life with YouTube, that sounds like the name of a fucking, you know, short film, My Life with YouTube.
Well, that'll be a part of the documentary, My Life on YouTube.
Oh my God.
No, and the episode, the Black Mirror episode, was actually called "Joan is Awful." So let's tag this and title this "Jag is Awful."
Jag is awful. Okay. Jag is awful. Look in your black mirror.
There
So,
you go.
yeah, I think that's about it. And what I will say is this. The work that I've been doing for all of these years is very important. But right now, I'm in the playoffs, G, and I'm going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. And right now, like, my record is like 7-1 right now. You know? I'm going to make it to the Super Bowl. But I won't get there without a team that puts their jerseys on and gets on the field. I really don't need mods that just want to put a jersey on and sit in the stands and critique what's happening on the field. I need people that are going to be there at scrimmage on the right side, flag on the playoff side.
At least be on the sidelines, you know? At least be on the sidelines.
Be the water boy. Bring something.
Mascot.
Look, whatever it is, understand this. In the game of life, where do you sit? Are you the quarterback? Are you the wide receiver? Are you the safety? Are you the tailback? What's your position on the field? What can your team count on when you get on it? There are people that are given jerseys. They are the people that make history on the field. There are people that wear jerseys that never get on that field. They just sit in those stands. And even though the jerseys look very similar, it's a much different experience. Some of those people wearing that jersey will get that trophy and get to hold it and take pictures with it. Some people would just be there watching it from a distance. Saying, I was there. Yeah, you were there in the stands. Figure out how you play in the game of your life. These are the playoffs. And anybody wearing a Jaguar jersey better be on the fucking field. And on that note, I think that's it.
That's all.
You got anything else to say, babe?
I guess guilty.
Got it. How about this? That guy that we met earlier today, if you decide to tune in, sir, you listen, I concur. He came up to me, he said, Jaguar, pulled up along the street. See what you're doing, I'm watching, I'm listening. You keep doing you, man. Man, all these weird people, man, fuck Diddy, man. That's a grown-ass man. And he pulled up, true story. And it's moments like that that make it so easy to not be distracted by moments of betrayal. Because see, whatever the betrayal is, it doesn't trump that moment. Or the moment with the lady at the restaurant last night. It tells me how I'm one of her most favorite personalities in the world. And how grateful she is for me. And she bought us a round of drinks, treated us like royalty. Or the young woman at the shop who looked like she liked to lose her breath when she realized it was us. She gave us excellent service and handed us the card, told us to keep in touch on Instagram. But I think the most touching part of that moment for me was when she gave me a lighter. She handed it to me. She didn't charge me for it, no charge. But it was what was on the lighter. She said, I listen to a lot of what you say. It makes a big difference. We were talking about her family. And she's the youngest with no children, but she's the cool auntie, And how she worries for her nieces and nephews and just wants to keep everybody straight and keep everybody safe. And she says she listened to me, and I said, well, keep listening, and I'm praying for you. But she handed me a lighter with roses on it. And then I remember when I told the story of the rose in that interview. Our roses are beautiful thorns for protection and rich soil, roots attached to all that is God. And I was talking about how people rip them out, strip them of their thorns so they can't protect themselves, and then rip their petals off and do all kinds of things with them, and no one thinks twice about whether or not anybody asked that rose if it was ready to leave its home, ready to leave that ground. Who said it was okay to strip it of its thorns, make it vulnerable, so anybody can grab it, anybody can touch it without... People try to destroy beautiful things all the time. But as long as there's a seed of life in it, it can regrow and bloom again. I'll never forget that lighter. Even when it runs out of fuel, I'm going to keep it with my Just lighter from Blink Twice. Purpose. You don't have to agree with what I'm doing. You don't even you will respect my I wish you all well. My best. And I pray all of y'all stay far the fuck away from me. Because betrayal, there's no reward here. It's just sad. We've all been together for a year now. And what a year it has been. 5 years. The true Mod Squad moves on. And we are still undivided. That's just sad. But to all content creators who have been trying to send spies to break into this group, not only are we expecting you to turn over all of your pertinent information, your IT and cam up, you will be required to do a certain amount of community service every week. If you're not willing to do that, this ain't the mod group for you. But we are the Mod Squad, and we are still undivided. You wanna know what's funny? People still don't get it when it comes to me, baby.
Yo, I don't know what kind of bitch y'all motherfuckers think I am, for real, for real. I'm just a different kind of bitch. I don't know what it's like to be lonely. I don't know what it's like to need love. I don't know what it's like to be basic, to be the bitch worried about that next bitch more than I'm worried about my own shit. I don't know what it's like to give 2 fucks, and I don't know what it's like to give 1 fuck. I only know what it's like to give no fucks, and that shit is more than a hashtag. Bitch, stop me clocking in my using for me. Let's take it slowly. Please take your neck and lay it down before me. I'm gonna suck your soul out. I'm gonna do it slowly as I stand right here and play in your face, play in your face. Bitch like me, play in your face, play in your face, play in your face. Bitch like me, play in your face. Ain't nobody playing.
It's really that simple. Believe it or not, this is the real me. Pure and transparent. Terrifying, nigga. Y'all better work out your issues. My name is Jaguar Wright. Wolfgang Amadeus in the building. Yes, sir. And we out. And just in case you didn't know what it's really all about, this is what it's all about.
You got an idea of taking their wallets. Now that was a good idea.
Thank you.
Made more from the wallets than you did from the register.
Yes, we did.
A lot of people come to restaurants.
A lot of moments.
Pretty smart, huh?
Pretty smart. I'm ready. Let's do it right now, right here. Come on.
Right. Same as last time, remember? Crowd control. My hand employees.
I love you.
I love you, honey bunny.
Everybody close the robbery! You fucking pricks, move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
I've been praying for you.
Who that right there?
So long.
She love you, AJ.
I don't know what it's like to be
About her persona, but you met her in person. What do you?
She's a baby doll, sweetheart. But we already know this.
Because people think she's.
I know it.
And then when you meet her in person, you're like,
Yeah, it's just a perception that everybody else has. But once they get past that part, she's the one who's like us. It's like real people, That's the difference. When you're authentic, people can't take it. I mean, because people say the same thing about me. They're like, I thought she was something else. And I'm like, no, I'm so sweet. She'll be chilling. You know what I mean? And I feel like she'll just handle people how they treat her. And that's just what it is. And that's just law with any girl.
start.
Yeah. Love you for that.